Another midweek fixture under the lights at the Phillips 66 sees an informed Gateshead side make the long trip to Leamington as they look to take advantage of the 3 games they have in hand on the teams above them, with a desire to break into the playoffs. When the full-time whistle blows here, it will mark the end of a whirlwind of fixtures for the Breaks, with Holleran's men having played 360 minutes of football in just over a fortnight. A hard-earned point here against Chester in a goalless stalemate on Saturday saw Leamington extend the gap between themselves and the drop zone to 7 points, and Holleran names just one change to his side as Callum Gittins comes in for the injured Joe Clark. New signing Joe Parker appears on the bench after joining the Breaks earlier today for an undisclosed fee from league rivals Gloucester City. Under the guidance of ex-Newcastle United man Mike Williamson, Gateshead are looking to bounce back into the National League at the first time of asking. He's overseeing what is a late surge on the league table's leading pack from his side. The Tynesiders will be travelling here this evening with their tails up, and following back-to-back victories over Hereford and Altrincham, they know that 3 points could catapult them into 6th place and really put the Cats amongst the pigeons in the playoff places. Danger still not subsided for Leamington. Oliver retreats into his own half to Forbes. Forbes fires in towards Preston, edge of the Leamington penalty area, goes for the effort, and it's a well watched and comfortable in the end for Jake Weaver. Just a curling shot by Jordan Preston on the edge of the Leamington penalty area. Oliver picks up for Gateshead. Turns this way then the other before spreading an outfield ball towards Ollie. He's got Barrow outside him on the left-hand side. Barrow, edge of the Leamington penalty area on the left-hand side. Calls for hands, ruled out by the referee. Anderson can only clear it towards Ollie. Danger still not subsided for Leamington. Corner of the penalty area. Ollie inside, sends a curling effort towards that far corner, but it's way off target. But Gateshead are really stretching this Leamington defence with their full-backs at the moment. Scott Barrow and Alex Nicholson offering plenty of width in attack, and Leamington just can't deal with it at the moment. Here's Elliot Forbes, right-footed ball into the penalty area. Ollie meets it, and it's a scramble for Jake Weaver, but he gets a good right palm on it as Ollie looked to just dink that over the Leamington goalkeeper with his head. It was an improvised effort from the Gateshead left midfielder. At the end of this first half, Leamington could perform the cliched smash and grab here. They haven't had much of a sight of goal at all in this first half, and Morley will go for the effort. Just look to catch Brad James out at his near post, but it sails over the crossbar. Leamington will want to, and Paul Holleran especially, will want his side to avoid those cheap mistakes as they've worked so hard to contain this informed Gateshead side. As Jack Lane is caught cheaply in possession, deep inside his own half. Ollie breaking down the right-hand side. Free in the centre is Oliver. Was Preston even, but his shot is well saved by Jake Weaver down to his right-hand side, and it's a wasted opportunity for Gateshead. A brilliant opportunity for them to take the lead, which was gifted to them by the Leamington centre-back Jack Lane, and Jake Weaver level to it, low down to his right-hand side, and produced a good save. In the end, it was quite comfortable for Jake Weaver. Morley smacks clear only as far as Oliver, who can send a delightful ball inviting Barrow forward from left back, and there's Curry immediately. That's a fantastic point blank save by Jake Weaver to deny Mitch Curry what would have been a goal. Within seconds of him being introduced, Curry took a fizz ball into the penalty area really well as he spun away from the Leamington back line, had all kinds of space and time to take the shot, opted to take it first time, but Jake Weaver rushed out of his goal and was level to it. Got 2 big palms on it to palm it away from the danger area, and Leamington once again survive. Barrow, his ball into the penalty area, just the sting taken out of it there by a handful of Leamington bodies. Oliver just allowing the ball to run across his body and allowed a Leamington player to get in at him. Parker finds Maycock. Parker's continued his run. What a debut this could be for Joe Parker! It's saved by the feet of Brad James, but it's brilliant interplay between the new signing Joe Parker and Callum Maycock, but Brad James was swiftly out of his goal to close the angle and deny Joe Parker what would have been a dream debut. It's deep towards the back post. Edwards is waiting to head back into the penalty area. Might come out for Parker to hit one! Off the post! Back into play. Still alive for Leamington. Cayman Anderson, low ball into the penalty area. Swept away by Gateshead only as far as Gittins. He'll look back out wide towards Cameron Anderson, who stayed onside here. Anderson works onto his right foot in towards the penalty area once again. It's a poor ball, easily dealt with again by Gateshead, but Joe Parker having two fantastic opportunities to open his account for Leamington. Plenty of energy in Joe Parker, Leamington's new signing in his opening minutes for the club. Preston 30 yards from goal in the centre. Preston looking to charge forward. Leamington just can't quite get a foot on the ball at the moment. Can't afford to let Gateshead feel their way back into this contest after Leamington have worked so hard to get the ball back. Bremang releases Anderson down the right-hand side. Anderson away from the Gateshead back line. Anderson, shot deflected behind for a Leamington corner. But a quick break there by Leamington from one side of the pitch to the other in a flash. Parker can burst over the halfway line and looks to stretch those legs of his down the left-hand side. Big challenge comes in from Nicholson. Edwards takes it well in his stride on the edge of the penalty area. Still with Edwards, right-hand side. Offloads to Dunbar. English has made the run beyond him. Dunbar's ball across. Maycock's header across the face of goal. Bremang rising with the goalkeeper. Will be a Leamington corner. The Leamington bench are screaming for a penalty as the goalkeeper came out with two fists raised. The Leamington bench, Holleran and Naylor and co, all up in arms that the referee didn't even think about pointing to the spot there. Anderson with it. Big shouts for handball against Mike Williamson as it seemed to strike the defender on the arm. Nothing going on the referee. It's hooked back into the danger area by Jack Lane, but the offside flag is swiftly raised on that far side. Now this really is turning into a contest here, with Leamington really licking their lips and gritting their teeth and digging in, looking for an opener. Headed forward is by Cooper. Mace is there once again to stop Curry feeding off any scraps as Bremang is bundled over, much to the dismay of the Leamington supporters. Nothing given by the referee. Maycock turns away from his mark in the midfield. Bursting forward now, Callum Maycock still going. Callum Maycock! Dunbar arriving! Fantastic save from Brad James. As Maycock looked like he was tripped. It was Dunbar arriving as Maycock lost his footing in the penalty area, but Brad James levelled to it from point blank range from a tight angle, denying Kieran Dunbar his second league goal of the season. I don't know how much he knew of the effort as he just committed himself in anticipation of a Callum Maycock effort, but nonetheless he got down really well to deny Leamington an opening goal here at the Phillips 66. Here's Agnew who can turn on the ball, sporting the burgundy Under Armour, the Gateshead substitute. Preston. Ollie into the feet of Curry, who offloads well to Preston. Was he caught? Yes, he was, says the referee. He took a long time there, the referee, John Kenny, to blow his whistle. And it was really slick interplay there by Gateshead between Greg Ollie and Jordan Preston. And it was Preston who was caught right on the edge of the Leamington penalty area by a trailing leg. But a really, really dangerous free kick for the away side. Devidix fancies this one. The referee's whistle goes. Devidix standing over it, hands on hips. It will be Devidix. He leaves it for Barrow to strike off the crossbar, and the bar is still shaking. Williamson picks it up on the left-hand side. Ollie fortuitous with a ricochet. Ollie into the penalty area. Met with the front post by Jack Lane, still not cleared by Leamington. It's Maycock who can slam away for the breaks, and it's a massive let-off for the home side, with Scott Barrow striking the bar with a sweetly struck free kick. Pass intercepted by Stephen Morley, and he can drive up the field now for Leamington. Something could be on here for the home side. Stephen Morley retreats to English. His pass is well cut out by Ollie, and the referee brings to an end what has been a really, really entertaining affair between two, well, it has to be said, two really evenly matched sides. Neither side able to break each other down as it finishes a stalemate here at the Phillips 66. For Leamington then, it's a good point for them, a second good point in a matter of days against two of the top teams in the National League, North Chester and Gateshead. They'll see it as 2 points gained. For Gateshead, they'll see it as an opportunity missed to close the gap. It's finished here a stalemate. Leamington 0, Gateshead 0. Well, Paul, another well-fought point for your side against the Gateshead team that have performed well in recent weeks.
Definitely, yeah. I think that, I think them in Kingsley, the system, the possession game they play, and you could probably see first half. I think at times they they're pressing all over the pitch. You can see the difference between a part-time football club that had a tough schedule and a full-time football club that are bang at it at the moment. Listen, and just at times, something that we've sort of drilled into the boys here over the years. This happens in this league. You've got to hang on in there. You've got to hang on in there, and we did. We hung on in there, and we kept a lot of it in front of us. But you have to say that that some good rotation from them. And you can probably see why they've been getting some of the results they've been getting. After the turbulent start they've had. You probably prefer to play them in August or September, but now listen, fair play. They're really impressed with them, and but then second half, then we said, come on, okay, we've hung on in there now, and now we've got to be better. You've got to get the ball wide with the system they've got. You've got to try and get your fullbacks up the pitch. You've got to try and get your two wide men in the game. And there was a spell in the game when it was a real good open game, and there was a spell. We had a 15-20 minute spell when we were really on top. I thought. I think the two lads, Cayman and Connor, and especially Connor hasn't played a lot of football recently. You can't deny that the work ethic and how hard they work, war horses for the team. But Joe just give us that. You could see straight away, just give them something more to think about. His good runs from out to wing, got between wing backs and centre halves, and listen, he was unlucky on a couple of occasions, wasn't he? So that. Probably helped the players on the pitch as well, thinking that because we were finding it hard to break him down. And I think when you've, sort of Dexter not being fit, then having another wide man that could go past somebody and can pick up, and it got us up the pitch a bit. And it put them on the back foot a little bit, and we had a real good spell then, and probably a little bit unlucky with a couple of chances to post. I think one of the penalties maybe, but David seemed to be flattened, and then Callum seems to be through. So I find it hard to believe that he'd go down if he wasn't clipped. But listen, they've been unlucky as well. So listen, I think we'll be happy with the draw, even though we've had a real good go there. And from our point of view, like I said, the schedule, we've had a couple of players missing. For us to go again against, as I say, these and Kings Lynn, to go again and match them, for long periods, and then even go toe to toe and edge them for probably a 15-20 minute spell. It was pleasing for us, and you certainly can't knock. There's certain things you can probably at times we should do better, but the resilience and the character of these lot are just something else.